Hey, what's going on, everyone? Jeff at lockdownsecurity.ca, www.lockdownsecurity.ca, and today I'm making a video on the new for 2015 Alpine iLX-007 installed in this 2005 Honda Pilot. And for those of you who are not aware, what the Alpine iLX-007 is an in-dash Apple CarPlay specific head unit. It's Alpine's alternative to the Pioneer App Radio 4, and what it is basically a mechless, so no CD, no DVD, in-dash double DIN video screen that is specifically tailored to be used with an Apple iPhone and interfaced via Apple CarPlay. So here's the box. This is basically what we've installed today. As mentioned, Alpine iLX-007, and I've got it connected to a iPhone 6, and I'll just briefly show you what it looks like connected in this vehicle. So, the Alpine iLX-007 is pretty cool for a couple of reasons. First reason is it's capacitive touchscreen display, so it's very responsive. Second reason it's pretty cool is that it's got a hard Siri button, so what that means is that if I push it, Siri comes on. If I go backwards here, I'm just going to go through the CarPlay menu. I'll show you basically how everything works. So for those of you familiar with CarPlay, you won't really need to listen to this demo, but for those of you who are not, what CarPlay is a way to essentially mirror the major apps of your iPhone on the screen of your in-dash unit. So the major apps would be your phone, your music, your Apple Maps, your text messages, your music or media now playing. This is basically Alpine's main menu. So if I wanted to go to radio, if I wanted to go to auxiliary, if I wanted to go to any settings, or if I wanted to go to Apple CarPlay, the main menu can also be reached through this hard button in the center. You've got audiobooks, which is an included app on the new, it's an Apple app on new iPhones, and you've got podcasts. So what's pretty cool about this is that it is extremely responsive. So I'm just going to show you a couple of things. So we'll just go to the main menu, we'll go to the radio. So if you want to change bands, you just hit the little radio antenna. If you want to turn the volume down, basically turn it down that way. Now, this particular vehicle does have steering wheel controls, but the client opted not to interface them to save costs. Now, if I go back to the main menu, I can go to auxiliary. We don't have any auxiliary sources connected, but this does have the capability of having an auxiliary input. It also has the capability of having a backup camera added. We have neither of those connected right now on this particular head unit. If you go to Apple CarPlay, it is the Apple CarPlay interface. So if I go to phone, you're going to basically see
voicemail messages. I can play those or make a call for you.
So Siri is telling me I've got voicemails. Let's just get back out of here. Let's go to music. Now I'm using Apple Music, the new on-demand music service that they have. So I've got basically a couple of playlists. Let's just go to the songs that I have on the iPhone itself. Let's pick one. We'll pick Tragically Hip. So as you can see, it's super responsive. In fact, I have the App Radio 4 in my car, and this is actually more responsive than the App Radio 4, to be honest with you. Let's go to tell Siri to navigate to Lockdown Security. Navigate to Lockdown Security. Siri is taking his time. Let's back out of this here. Sorry, my demo video is not working. That is not indicative of how this works. That I navigated to the lockdown security previously to recording this video, and as you'll see, I'm already basically there. This is using Apple Maps, which to me, I like Apple Maps. The only downside to using Apple Maps is it's obviously going to consume data on your phone. So I'm just going to go back to music and just pause this song. And then we'll go back to a couple other things. So text messages, it doesn't show you your messages, but it will read them out. Now playing would show me that we were playing the Tragically Hip. If we go to the main menu, as I've showed you, it goes to the main menu. If we go to podcasts, it'll show the podcasts that I have on my particular phone or whatever phone is connected to it. And in terms of connecting it to the radio, this particular system comes with a male to female USB. I've just got a lightning cable plugged into my phone. The client had a previous radio in here. They wanted the USB cable run down towards the floor, so we just repeated that. And that's about it. I mean, in terms of Apple CarPlay head units that are on the market right now, you've got, right now released, you've got 2 brand choices. You got Pioneer and you got Alpine. Pioneer has about 5 different versions of radio that have Apple CarPlay. Alpine has 1. I believe Kenwood has released some new models, but I'm not 100% sure as of the recording of this video if they are out yet. But long story short, if I had my choice, if I was looking between the App Radio 4 and the Alpine iLX, now that I've had a chance to install and use the Alpine, I honestly would lean towards the Alpine as being the better CarPlay unit. Now, it is a little bit more expensive than the App Radio 4, but you do get the features like the hard Siri button and a more responsive overall touchscreen. So, if you or someone you know is interested in adding an Apple CarPlay head unit to your vehicle, Lockdown Security is your source and your Apple CarPlay experts. We would love to assist. You can reach us at 1-866-824-4118 or email us, sales@lockdownsecurity.ca, and we would love to assist, as mentioned. And if you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you could, subscribe to our channel. It helps us to make more videos like this in the future. Other than that, have a great day, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us.